Hey guys, Boomslangg here with another Division video. Today, another embargo lifted and new details about the story and how it progresses were released, as well as new information on the end game and what the game will look like when you hit the max level of 30. During an interview with Super 2-Bit, creative director Julian Gerighty talked about how the character you play as in the Division is a mute character, meaning you won't ever hear them talk during the game. So right off the bat, this eliminates any kind of possible dialogue options with NPCs, which personally I would have liked to see in the game, since a lot of RPGs allow for decisions you make to impact the world in some way. But in the Division, you will just be absorbing the story as you play along, gathering information and figuring out what happened in this world as you progress. He then goes on to say that the game takes a non-linear approach to storytelling, and splitting the story into 3 parts helps with accomplishing that. Each mission you complete gives you a little piece of the puzzle, and completing the missions in all 3 branches of the story gives you an extra perspective on what's going on, which is then explained in the final mission and wraps everything up, and then you figure out what's going on apparently. He did his best though to stay very cryptic in the interview so as to not give away any idea what the final mission will reveal. By no means though does this mean that the game is over. This only means that the story is complete. This is an online game with very long legs, and you still have all the RPG mechanics to play with and loot to collect, which you most likely won't have collected over the course of the story if that's all you played exclusively. So once you complete the story, he says that you can continue to level up your character and your base of operations, which is almost like a second character, so there's going to be a lot to do after the story ends, including endgame. Julian then went on to explain that once you complete the story, each mission is now replayable in normal, hard, and challenge mode. Each of these can be played with 1 to 4 players like normal, and he said that the different levels changes the gameplay dramatically. No details on how they change exactly though, but personally I would just expect it to be a lot harder than before, and it would reward you with much higher level loot. So from the sounds of it, we won't be getting raids or other 4+ group activities like in similar games such as Destiny in the vanilla game, which is a little disappointing if that's true. He did say that they intend to support the game post-launch with free updates and paid DLC right after he said that there were only going to be challenge missions in the end game. So let's hope they just didn't have time to fit a raid into the main game and will add it on later, because it's either that or they're being extremely quiet about a raid. Finally, they wrapped up the interview with some more Dark Zone talk, but I think by this point everyone knows what's going on in the Dark Zone and they didn't talk about any new details. But if you do want to watch the full interview for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description box for you to check out for yourself. That's going to do it for this video. Even though it sounds like we won't be getting raid activities in the main game, I'm excited for completing the challenge missions and maxing out my character and base during the end game. And you can be sure to find me in the Dark Zone, backstabbing teammates and stealing their loot for my own many weeks after the main story is complete. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more The Division videos, and until next time, take it easy everyone.